we're going to be looking at adding a product in WooCommerce. WooCommerce is a free plugin, which is awesome, and it's fairly powerful, even if there's something that you can't do with just the basic WooCommerce piece. There are quite a few extensions that you can add. So while WooCommerce is free, the extensions to add some usability are not. They tend to range between $20 and $50 depending on what you're doing. So we're going to add a product. Here I've already got it's very similar to the blog entry page as you've seen before, and then down here is where it gets into adding some of the additional features that you would see on a product page. So we're just going to call this new product, and here's where the long description goes. There's a short description that shows at the top right next to it, and you'll see where that is when we show up. So we'll call this long description so that you know that. And down at the bottom is where the short description is, appropriately named as such. And the same features that you see in the blog entry page and other pages, it's the same kind of idea here, bulletizing and links and etc. So here's the entry page, or here's the beginning of the product. We're going to add a featured image. This is the one that's going to show up right next to the product as soon as it shows up. You can see here that the product name is already, there's a link that's already designed for it. I can select different categories so that when people select the categories, they can see it. This is a tree that I just added. And there's also a neat little feature that you can add a quick product gallery. Since I'm doing a tree, I'm going to pick out a couple of other trees, such as this one, that one, these. I'm going to add to that gallery. Now when you're adding the pictures, because the gallery runs on the fly, it doesn't resize the pictures to a specific size. So it's, if you've done the work before and you've resized these all to the same size, it helps. But you can even see here that these are all different sizes. So when you start looking at the gallery, it's going to kind of move around on you a little bit, and you'll see what I mean soon. If this is just a simple product, which is what I'm going to leave it as, I add the price here. Let's say it's $150. If I'm going to manage the inventory, which is pretty cool that you can do that here, you even get messages when the inventory gets low. I can set that here. You can set up shipping classes so that when someone selects it, if you've got different sizes, it automatically adjusts the shipping costs depending on that size. I can even set up linked products such as upsells and cross-sells. So if I want to push somebody maybe to a more expensive product, I can select those here, or just cross-sell it to a different kind of product. So here's advanced for, you can add a purchase note that's automatically sent or a menu note. You've got the product gallery and the featured image. We're not going to worry about custom fields right now. And then there's the sharing button at the bottom. Once you see what you like and you've got the publish time, go ahead and publish it. And then you can view the product so that you can make sure you've got all the settings. It's always good to double check your settings. And here it is. So in this case, the way that the CSS has this set up, it's a little bit wonky compared to other websites that I've done. So we've got the new product. Here's the short description as I described earlier, and the long description. It shows some additional information based on some of the attributes that you may have added, and some of the cross-sell related products, such as the other trees and tins in this case. Here's what I meant about the sizing of your product images beforehand. So as I move these around, because these aren't the same size within WordPress, the lightbox is going to move around a little bit. It's not too big of an issue, but if you're into the making sure that everything flows very nicely, you'll want to resize those images beforehand. Here you can see the, they call it breadcrumb feature. So I can look at, here's the new product name itself, but I can look at all the different products with trees involved. So I've got the autism tree, button tree, and this new product that I had a category as a tree. So that's pretty much it. If you do want to edit, you can click on that particular product at the top here where it says edit product. You click on that and you go right back into the edit screen. Thanks for watching, and remember, stop suffering in silence.